Alright, this is lesson 1, points, lines, and planes. Quick video help. So the first thing is we need to know what a point, line, and a plane is. A point, if you look at the vocabulary terms, you'll find that a point is any place in space. It's just a location. So here we have a whole bunch of points. A, B, C, D, E, and F. And the next thing we have is lines, which are a straight path that have infinite number of points connecting them. So from A to D, this line, really there's an infinite number of points in between. We do have one specific one, E, labeled for us. And the last thing we got to know is a plane. Plane is just a flat surface. So right here, our flat surface that we see is this plane. It has a name, plane T. Our lines also have names. Line L, line M. We could also name the lines based off of the letters if we wanted to. We could call this line BC or AD over here if you'd like to. We also have line FE. So there's different ways of naming all these things. Now, the questions ask us things like, name a line that contains point D and E. Well, here's D and E. We just need to think of the name of this line. Luckily, it already has a line name given to us, so we could call this M. The other option is that we could name it based off of some of the points that it contains. So we could really call this line DE. Okay? Next question says, name the plane that contains point B and line AD. Well, here's point B. Here's line AD right here. They're all flat on this particular surface, which we already have a name for as plane T. Lastly, it asks us to name 3 collinear points. Collinear just means that they're all in the same straight line. So I see here that I have B, E, and C are all on the same straight line. So B, C, E is the correct answer. Or I also notice A, E, and D on the same straight line. So A, E, D. Something to think about. Are F and E collinear with any of these points? Alright. Something else that we talked about was angle bisectors. So, the question we have here is, it says if angle ABC measures 162 degrees and ray BD bisects it, what is the measure of angle DBC? Well, I don't have anything to look at, so it's kind of difficult for me to say right now. I'm sure I could do the math up in my head, but it's so much easier if I have a picture. So I'm going to just quickly draw. Here's my angle. Okay, I know it's more than 90 degrees, so I'm going to make it obtuse. Here's point A, point B, and point C. It tells me that I have ray BD, and it's bisecting it. So bisecting means cuts into 2 equal pieces. So if this whole angle was 162 degrees, they want to know the measure of DBC. DBC, which is this angle right here. Well, makes sense to me, right? If I have an angle bisector, it's cutting the angle in half. So I want to take the whole measure and cut it in half. So I divide by 2. Alright, 162 divided by 2 is going to be 81 degrees. So that means that this ray, BD, is cutting the giant angle ABC into 2 smaller pieces of 81 degrees. So my answer is a measure of angle DBC equals 81 degrees. Quick thing to think about, what do you think the measure of angle ABD is?